Escalation, aka SSSniperWolf, is a YouTuber based out in USA who boasts over 34 million subscribers. She posted her first ever video on the SSSniperWolf YouTube channel on January 25th, 2013, well over 10 years ago, and the next video 3 days later which showed her face. Just seems like an innocent gaming channel at first, but then it slowly turned into reaction stuff which got majorly popular, with her most popular reaction video being 73 million views. And this all seems well and good until you see the amount of controversies she's managed to get herself into over the years. The first major controversy being the fact that she did not spend 3 minutes of her day to talk to a fan of hers which was terminally ill. As you can see in these 3 screenshots here, she keeps postponing a video call or message day after day after day, and at one point she even says, "Please don't post messages, I don't usually do this and I don't want other people to spam me to video message." Now, while I can understand not wanting to be spammed by millions of fans, the person messaging SSSniperWolf in these screenshots is someone's mother, and the person in question is a dying 10-year-old girl. With this DM interaction ending with this message here: "You know, my daughter looks up to you. She loves you. Watched you her whole cancer treatment the past year. It would have been nice for you to just say hi. It's okay, she's dying and literally has days to live. I just tried to make my daughter's last wishes happen. You shouldn't have even reached out because then I could have just told Kira we tried. I told you messaged, I told her you wanted to say hi, and instead you blew off a dying 10-year-old girl for days. It's all good." And then of course there was the time where she allegedly committed armed robbery, only a mere 6 months after the first SSniperWolf video was published. So yeah, it's safe to say that she's been in hot water a fair few times, but what she's done as of recent is just about going to end her career. But before we get to the here and now, we need to discuss SSniperWolf's content, or lack thereof. So despite her first YouTube video on the SSniperWolf channel being uploaded in 2013, Escalation actually began her YouTube career in 2011 under the alias Sexy Sniper, in which she amassed around 500,000 subscribers, but 2 years later she started up the channel we know today, and deleted the Sexy Sniper channel, most likely due to the username. She started off her channel with some standard gameplay of games such as Call of Duty and Metal Gear Solid, hence the name SSniperWolf, who is one of the main antagonists of Metal Gear. She built up her channel around gaming and herself, and grew fairly quickly as a content creator. And it sounds fairly straightforward, right? She records some gameplay, publishes it online, people like it, and they subscribe. No, this is the internet. Nothing's ever that simple. One of her earliest controversies is that her boyfriend at the time, known online as Sausage, fantastic name by the way, was the one who recorded some, if not all, of her gameplay, as if she was the gamer. So from what I can understand, her boyfriend was the player of the games, and she was the face of the channel. Ray William Johnson sums it up quite nicely here.
He suddenly approached her with an idea. They would create a new YouTube channel together, a gaming channel, where he would play the games and he'd send her the footage, and she would pretend she was playing and react. So he would be behind the scenes, she would be the face, and they'd co-own it 50-50. Things were going great for them. Until they weren't. One day, sadly, they split up and filed for divorce.
We broke up. He broke up with me. We still have a house. We have a house together. He doesn't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
And that is where it got real ugly.
So yeah, this whole thing was a huge mess for SSniperWolf. They built up the channel together, but then they filed for divorce and things get hugely messy. However, this has already been covered by several other YouTubers, one of which being Ray William Johnson. So I do highly encourage you guys to watch Ray William Johnson's full video, which is linked in the description below. But after this one, please, I need watch time. But back to the controversy at hand. People have tried to expose her in the past, but she was on an upward trajectory that just led her to her reaction videos that we still see today. And ultimately, her fanbase grew so huge that anything popping up like this has just been swept under the rug for far too long. She has played to the algorithm for so long that it works, and you've almost got to respect it. And basing her channel now on reaction videos as of around 2017, it got to the point where she could just whack up subpar commentaries on a near daily basis, adding little to sometimes no input to these videos. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't mind reaction style channels, but what I do mind is when people react to content and don't credit the creators. I am of the opinion that if you are a solely reaction-based channel and you watch like TikTok compilations or just random videos on YouTube, and you watch the entire video and you don't even link them in the description or credit them or anything like that, and you still put ads on your video, then you are a scumbag. I'm sorry, but you are. However, I am also of the opinion that if you are a YouTube channel that makes reaction videos, but also makes other stuff on top of that, then it can be somewhat justified because it's not like your main source of income. Like everyone and their grandma watches reaction style content and doesn't credit the creators. I myself am one of these people. I've made reaction style content in the past and I haven't credited the videos. What I do try and do, however, is link the compilation that I get in the description, which I'm sure most people do. But does SSniperWolf do that? Does she fuck? Now, it's around here where we need to introduce someone called Jackfilms. The 35-year-old YouTuber has always been fairly outspoken in regards to reaction videos that lack transformative content, namely SSSniperWolf. One of the funniest instances of Jackfilms mocking React channels is when he uploaded a video on December 10th, 2015 called Reacting to an Awful React Channel, where Jack reacts to a channel called Jinx, who does nothing but reaction style content. And Jinx is arguably even worse than SSniperWolf. He just sits on the right of his screen and just watches the video as if he was just sat at home. And Jinx made an entire career out of just turning on his camera and just pretending that he was adding something to society. And this is Jack copying Jinx in the sense that he just sits there, adds nothing, and just makes money off it. In my opinion, this is honestly such a good response to stupid YouTubers like this. And if you want my personal opinion, which I'm sure you're all here for, videos like this are awful. They have no effort put into them, a 4-year-old could do them, and if you're not adding anything to the videos, if you're just watching the entire video from start to finish with no edits and barely any commentary, well then you, my sir, are a So, Jackfilms comments on people who make really terrible reaction style content that adds nothing. And of course, this is where the drama begins between him and SSniperWolf. He began looking at her very surface level and sometimes silent commentary, which honestly bordered on the terms and conditions of fair use policies, and in turn he made a parody channel called Jackfilms with 3 J's, with videos that were honestly painful to watch and each time added a new layer of self-awareness. This is the first video on this new channel.
Oh, it says your mom a hoe. Oh, that's not very nice. This is giving me a tummy ache.
Oh, perfect. You know, just letting you know. Okay, but what happens when his mom looks out the window?
That's a really good point. What does happen when the mom sees this? You know, that's going to be one disappointed. This is one disappointed mom.
Then you in trouble.
Ha! Am I right? Hey, no cap, on God, bet.
Yeah, it's pretty painful, isn't it? And obviously this isn't him trying, this is him mocking it in the best way possible. And this is one of his most recent uploads from this channel.
You'll notice nothing. You'll notice absolutely nothing. Yeah, there's no username. There's no account. We will never know where this TikTok came from. How disgusting is that? We're probably going to start off strong with some caption reading.
Have you ever seen a shrimp pooping?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell
Let's go. First space of the night. The always dependable, ceremonious reading of the caption. We're going to see a shrimp poop, I guess, courtesy of We'll Never Know. We'll never know who made this one.
So yeah, it's safe to say that he's not happy with her because she never credits people. And from what it seems like, it looks like she's even like zoomed in the video so the TikTok logo and the TikTok username gets cropped out. If that's true, then that is fucked. And as of recently, Jackfilms is making like a bingo sheet with these videos, even going as far to say no credit, free space in the middle. That is beautiful. Like genuinely, this is hilarious, so well in Jackfilms. So yeah, the SSniperWolf YouTube channel was left treading water until YouTube Created left this tweet saying, "Where does SSniperWolf get video ideas?" From fans! Like, what? And this tweet was like essentially praising her work when all of her output is raised from the fact that she just steals from other creators without even the decency of credit. And the legend himself, Jackfilms, reacted to this tweet with just a few emojis, to which SSniperWolf felt the need to spend all night sounding off against him on a thread that really should have just stayed in the drafts.
The only thing that is funny about you is your hairline. If your content was entertaining, it would reflect in your views. Bro is stuck in 2013 and wonders why people don't think he's funny anymore. Also, I hate bringing gender into this, but no one ever attacks the male react channels?
Yes, they do. Oh, never mind. This guy literally beat me to it. This isn't scripted. I was literally about to say, what about Jinx? But I mean, Jackfilms already beat me to it. So yeah, there are a lot of these tweets, like too many to even show. And the first one where she's just like, oh, the only thing funny about you is your hairline. Like, fucking shut up, man. Your lips literally look like they were stung by a bee. Fuck off. And the way your channel's going, your glasses are bigger than your fucking future. When you have a fan base of over 30 million and upload daily, and you average about 1 million views each time, and all the content you supply is bottom of the barrel dog shit. Sure, you're successful, but is it worth having all of that success be on the back of people just despising you? No, obviously fucking not. If money was out of the equation, you would not be doing this. Anyway, moving on from our story, Jackfilms is one of the main reasons why users built up courage to go against SSniperWolf and allegedly file claims within YouTube to get their videos featured on her channel removed. And some of it worked, so well in YouTube, because these videos obviously didn't fall under onto fair use because 1, no credit, and 2, if you add literally nothing, then what is the point of your video? When the original poster of the video you're reacting to obviously spent way more effort than what you provide. Previous videos of hers are shortened and have like jarring cuts where videos were getting removed, but it's in a loophole so she wouldn't get a copyright strike, but she still maximizes her money. Scumbag. No one could really predict if or when SniperWolf was going to go about this, with content creators banding together to deplatform her, and rightfully so, as this is really not the kind of content that YouTube should be pushing. To give you an example of what a good channel like this is like, Daily Dose of Internet. He commentates on some of the videos, he shows all the videos, and better yet, he credits all of them. I'm subscribed to Daily Dose of Internet. I love this guy's content. Most people would think, in a scenario where a YouTuber is calling you out for your bullshit, you would probably have to try and go about this the right way as to not stir a controversy which could end up worldwide and public. Or better yet, you could make an apology video and genuinely address the points that you're being called out on. So let's play a game, guys. Did SniperWolf A, make an apology video and change her stupid ways? Or did she B, not do any of that in the slightest? Yeah, you guessed correctly. It was B. Who would have thought? The way SniperWolf responded to Jackfilms was to go outside of his house and dox him in front of 5 million followers on Instagram. 5 million! She took a photo of the outside of his house, which I've obviously censored, and just slapped it on her Instagram story. And the caption, "Let's talk like adults at Jackfilms." That's loosely a threat, no? So well done, SniperWolf, that's another crime to add to your list. And then she went on to say how she was being harassed by Jackfilms. But what she was actually addressing is the criticism that he was giving her. Criticism does not equate to harassment. But this moronic idiot genuinely thinks that she's in the right. So much so that she then makes jokes about the scenario in a recent story from a couple of days ago. "We show up to your house, what you doing?" As Jackfilms rightfully states in one of the many tweets of the fallout of this scandal, there is no reality where she is in the right here. SniperWolf, you showed up to our home tonight and filmed it for your 5 million plus Instagram followers to see. That is called doxing. The harassing you claim I've been doing is documenting recent examples of you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary. Obviously it struck a nerve, but wow, doxing me was not on my bingo card. There is no reality where you're in the right here. Now what happens next? Only time will tell. I just hope that the right choice is made so no one else's safety gets breached in the same way as this. YouTube aside, this is someone's complete privacy just stripped away, and I really do hope that YouTube will take this seriously. No one deserves to feel unsafe anywhere, especially not in their own home. Jackfilms' wife works an 8 to 5 job, and she stated herself that SniperWolf's fans could be capable of doing harm to the family. And in a way, I do agree. SniperWolf has over 34 million YouTube subscribers and 5 million Instagram followers. Statistically, some of those people are going to be nutters who will actually go out of their way to find this address themselves and cause harm. YouTube needs to step up and do something about her channel, because this is genuinely a federal crime. So to close this video off, I just state this one thing. Stop giving this person a platform and an outlet to post this kind of material. #deplatform SniperWolf.